Hello everyone. Let's check out our daily. It's Thursday, so we should have two expansions. It looks like Renaissance and Prosperity. So Cathedral is the first thing I notice. Will allow us to get a huge amount of trashing in. And in fact, that's the only trashing available at all. So we'll almost certainly open Cathedral. The thing you need to watch out for with Cathedral is you really need there to be extra gains in the kingdom. We have plenty of that. We have plus buy here. We have multiple plus buy cards. I can see Guildhall also coming into play simply because there are so many treasures. So what are we doing here? I mean, collection, big source of VP. It's a colony game. Take note of that. In terms of the engine, the only thing that looks kind of weak is draw. Magnate is like, okay, it can draw, but you probably need a little bit of draw before you play the Magnate so that you can get treasures into your hand. But if you have enough draw where Magnate becomes good, then you already have enough draw. Lackeys can draw a little bit. It sort of also gives itself its own village support temporarily, at least. But city will be a big one if we can empty a pile. So what piles could empty here? Lackeys, collection, and maybe city itself. If we can start to draw a bit, then we can do big stuff. We have tons of gains, tons of payload. Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking open Cathedral and maybe Clerk. Clerk is actually pretty painful if you have Cathedral. Like the Clerk attack is painful if you have Cathedral. But it'll be nice to... I don't see us getting Patron at all here. We have plenty of other sources of villagers, and the only terminals we want to play are Clerk and Magnate, and Lackeys. Is there any way to reveal? I guess Magnate can reveal Patron, so that's a way of getting coffers, but I don't think that's going to be a huge thing this game, considering how much other payload there is. Okay, so Cathedral, Clerk would be my open. And then, you know, that's especially good if the AI opens with Cathedral. Then we'll probably just add tons of collections. Pick up lackeys as we go. Like, if I get a bunch of collections in play, maybe pick up one more collection and then a few lackeys. Score some points. These piles, like I said, could empty pretty quickly. And then, you know, city is draw, play a bunch of collections, buy more cities, something like that. So let's go ahead. Yeah, and take the Clerk. So they've got lackeys in Clerk. I'm not supposed to see what they top deck there. The animation shows that. Sometimes that bugs out a little bit. So this, I guess, is collection. Oh, their Clerk, they didn't get their Clerk in there. I think here I might take a Tiara. It's not terribly unlikely that we collide Tiara with collection, in which case Tiara is basically a second copy of collection, and then we can top deck some lackeys. Wow, they still have not played their Clerk on me. Okay, so now I will, in fact, top deck a Tiara because it's extremely likely. To collide yet. Okay, fine. It would have been nice to get more collections. I think I'll take, you know, I mean, I could top deck some lackeys here. I do need to, you know, start thinking about gaining multiple cards. I have a copper on top. My second Tiara is also kind of wasted at the moment. Maybe the second one was a mistake. Like at this point, I don't know if I should, you know, Guildhall is a possibility. Top decked some lackeys, top deck a collection. Maybe I do that. Top deck a collection. Okay, so this will probably be collection and top deck lackeys, or well, top deck both of them. I think I probably want to scoop up a lot of these lackeys. Why don't I just top deck 3 of them here? Then I will have a bunch of tiaras and collections. Probably trash a lackeys here, to be honest. Okie dokie. So city is draw now. What if I go collection city? How about just collection city? Top deck both of them. What is down there? I have trashed. So there's one more copper down there, so I'm fine top decking some of this stuff. I don't want anything else. It's too bad I never worked into Guildhall. So I'll top deck lackeys here. Trash that. Tiara basically is a collection as long as it collides, right? So I could top deck City Tiara here. Nice. So I think we trash a lackeys. No, you know what? Maybe I trash a tiara. I have 3 tiaras now. The lackeys I want for draw. Fantastic. Okay. I think I should just take 3 cities. Is there a pile out yet? Not quite. 3 cities is going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 points. And then I'm drawing for days. And we have a copper that we can trash. Excellent. Is this a pile out yet? No, we're still at 15 money. But maybe I sort of take 2 collections in a city. Something like that. I'll trash Tiara here. Yeah, I mean, we're going to win next turn. Oh, there you go. What's the most points? I guess just a clerk. State. Cool. Yeah, obviously the AI not going for cathedral here was a mistake by them. I've cathedral is sometimes like an automatic buy on turn 1. But I have screwed myself over with that before when I realized after like 5 or 6 turns that any extra gains in the kingdom were very difficult to come by or very weak or something like that. In which case, if you buy cathedral turn 1 and you don't have any extra gains in the kingdom, you have 9 cards in your deck the rest of the game, no matter what you do. And it's not impossible to win under that circumstance, but yeah, it's probably going to be a difficult battle. Even in a standard kingdom where you're only going for provinces, if you get half the provinces, then 4 of your cards are provinces, and you only have 5 cards left in your deck. So how are you doing anything? Yeah, but this was collection with something that we can buy pretty cheaply. It's always, to me, an interesting choice. I don't really know what the right choice is. Whether you should I have taken more collections early or just started getting up like a little bit more draw at some point. I bought 3 lackeys at some point when I might have only had 2 collections in my deck by then. But I wanted to make sure that I could benefit from a lot of these cheap cards, getting the VP from collection. If I, instead of buying 3 lackeys, if instead I bought 1 more collection, then it's possible on the AI's next turn, they take 3 lackeys, in which case I'm not left with a lot of cheap actions to gain to benefit from collection. So yeah, I don't know. Not getting cathedral here was clearly a big mistake by the AI. They still have all of their starting cards. So yeah, I don't know exactly how useful today's guide would be in terms of actually trying to improve. But hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I actually have 10 in a row here. It's still one of the worst months I've had, but if I kept up if I didn't have these last 10 wins in a row, this would have been pretty abysmal. Cool. Happy month. Thanks for watching.